Testing 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oop. I think our audio is pretty good. It's a little staticky, testing the static. All right. We're gonna get started here in a second as soon as we verify that. Okay, audio sounds reasonably clear now. So yeah, we are what are we? Day 574 of The Journey Begins. I guess about the last month has been a little bit busier than expected, so we're back. We've got our Cyborg 2 Azeron up and going, so we should be able to get back into the swing of things, although we'll probably take a little bit of time readjusting to some of the controls, because we did Planet Crafter for probably about 3 months before that, so November, October, September. We basically unlocked everything there and ready to go to other planets. But now we're back into Minecraft. We'll probably throw in some Satisfactory at some point, but for now, I want to get back into creating the story here, getting things going. And yeah, we made a download of the world today. So we'll plan on getting that uploaded to GitLab at some point this weekend. So if anyone wants it, you can download it. That'll be on Linktree/MindTripMedia. You can find a link to GitLab there. I don't know if I'll do the screenshots that I usually do of clearing out the Nether and then kind of monitoring the progress there. It is nice to see, but it does take a while to do that, and we've still got some other projects that we want to get going. Yeah. Because of the limitation on the amount of blocks that you can clear out, and I haven't been able to build a good script yet to clear all of that out easily. But now that I think of it, I do have a couple ideas that might help with that. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll definitely get the world out by the end of January, ideally this weekend. And yeah, so let's get back into the swing of things. So where are we? Oh yeah, we're in the tunnels under Overmorrow. We'll probably spend a good portion of today just kind of mending our tools so we can get back in the swing of things, making sure our controls are good again. We don't want to accidentally get swarmed by mobs or something and lose our gear and whatnot to a simple mistake. Not that we couldn't get it back, but we don't need to waste time doing that. And let's pull up our chat. I think chat is in good shape. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So chat is in good shape. Okay. Now we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you have any questions about the story that we're trying to tell in Minecraft, you can feel free to ask. Any other games you want to see us try in the future? Anything that leads to a slow, chill kind of stream that we're going for. I guess there was an update to Minecraft since the last time we played that caused some of our settings to be erased, at least some of our keyboard settings anyway. So we had to reset our ASDF to arrows. And some people can do that, but that off-centered arrow configuration doesn't work for me. Guess not that it would be a big deal using the cyborg 2 because I have all those mapped to thumb keys and whatnot, but anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're what, 10 minutes in? Yeah. 20, 30 minutes we'll have our tools mended, and then maybe we'll grab some cobblestone and head to the Nether and work on our tunnel to the Inkwood Library. I think we're gonna kind of phase that project, or edit our phasing to that project. So I think that we'll bring the cobblestone there, do all of the walls like that, and then we'll come back and coat the walls in ice or something like that to represent the water, because the tunnel is supposed to represent the well that you would access. There's a well in Inkwood that you would go into and then go through the Nether portal, follow the tunnel, and end up in the Inkwood Library. So in the story, it would represent going through the well and ending up in the library. So some kind of hidden knowledge, or that his world is bigger than you would expect. Oh, wow. Thank you everybody for joining. It looks like we're getting a lot of people. I don't have my monitor up for the TikTok side of things, so feel free to drop messages in chat. Oh, let me do my follower. There we go. Okay. Oh, and hope everyone had a good New Year as well. Start to the new year. Meant to get some time in yesterday, just got sidetracked with some of our other projects, so hopefully we can get some of those. Oh, I saw a like for the live, so appreciate it. Welcome in. All right. Do we want to do that? Yeah, probably do that. So yeah, so that was our plan for getting our tunnel. Originally, we were just going to do it in all ice, but I think to get over there, we need something safe first. Oh, I saw another like. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The joins are coming in kind of fast, so I missed the names. Apologies. So I think doing it in cobblestone, and we want to make it kind of a rounded tunnel, like 15, 19, 21, somewhere in that kind of range of diameter of a circle. That way we can keep the tunnels safe. And then, yeah, coat it in ice to give it the blue effect. So do the decoration in kind of a different phase. Trying to get kind of the bones and get the story advanced by getting some of these places started. Because we also need to get our Oasis City going to, after we get at least the tunnel to the Inkwood Library. Because then we have a few places that we need to implement after that. And then we can take the story that we have and kind of fill in the details. So it's a as we come up with a story, we're building some places to reflect that. But as we hit nice places that we want to build something more interesting. Oh, is it this one? No, it's this one. Is inventory not working? Did that get changed too? Our inventory isn't working either, so we have to fix all of that. What do we want to get rid of? Well, that's an easy one to get rid of. Is that chainmail? So that's chainmail. So we'll probably keep that one then. I do want to keep that. I want to keep the stone. But I guess we'll have to get rid of the stone because I do want to see what that, oh, copper helmet, okay. Dirt. Maybe we'll get rid of the dirt. Wait, what happened to our... our spear must have went away. Okay. Oh no, the spear's right there. Yeah, that's another reason to get our tools going is that issue that we just mentioned. So looks like our controls got messed up or got reset to default. So we need to make sure we get that adjusted. All right. So that's almost done. Oh. Oh. So we can... Is that going to do it? We can keep those on us. Do we need this? Oh, we can come and get these later because we need the diorite for our wall. We'll put that in there. Everything else is good. Put our tools and coal and stuff over there. So I think that's pretty good. The rotten flesh we're keeping because we have some clerics. At the end of the hall, yeah, once the zombies are gone. So at the end of this hall, there's a stairway that goes up to our cleric guild where we can trade that for emeralds. All right. So what's our plan? So we're almost 20 minutes. So yeah, it's probably close to 30 minutes, which is good. So I think we'll probably go a little bit longer than that, 45 minutes to an hour today, and we'll stream again tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of get something going, get back into the swing of things, and keep a little bit of progress going. Yeah. So we've been thinking about some of those things like the tunnel to the Inkwood Library, how we can stagger our work there so we can make progress but not get so caught up into the aesthetic details just yet. So knowing what we want, and we can drop off ice there periodically. We do have an ice farm. Actually, it happens to be, if we would keep going on the surface from where we come out by the Cleric's Guild, there's a ice mountain on the surface, and we have a little ice farm set up there. But it's going to take probably 20 double chests of ice. I don't remember. I figured it out once, but don't remember off the top of my head. But a lot. Because it's roughly a 2,000 block long tunnel. And it curves some through the Nether. So 2,000. So each line of that, 64 divided by 2,000 times the number of blocks in the circle. Or I guess it would be a semicircle. So if you figure it out, 20 blocks wide, whatever the radius or whatever the diameter of that is, and half of that. So many thousands of ice blocks. But we'll figure that out once we get there. For now, stone blocks we can generate. I mean, not in the Nether, but we can generate it in the surface and then take that over to the Nether, and that way we can at least have safe passage over there. And then we can also use the stone as planning walls. So we can kind of lay out the structure that we want, kind of consider the inside. and then clad the outside of that and inside of that wall to be what we want visible for the aesthetic side of it. So kind of the same principle of not making a floor 1 block thick, but making it at least 3 to 5 blocks thick gives you more leeway into how you build and decorate. And same thing with the wall. So we can use the stone wall as 1 block thick to kind of lay out the general shape, and then we can clad that with what we want for the final aesthetics. There we go. Oh, we should probably change so that we don't keep building our stuff up. It probably won't work on the axe. I'll probably just get the pickaxe and shovel up. Because the other thing that we've kind of paused on is digging our canyon trench all the way around, or around the 3 sides of Inkwood that will be filled with water. That's just going to be a placeholder right now. It's deep enough that it's easy to tell that that's what's going to be there. But it would take us another couple months to probably get that down to bedrock that we want. So that'd be another one of those things that we'll probably work on periodically when we need a break from other stuff. Assuming our reward stuff, our channel point reward stuff didn't get reset. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. Assuming that didn't get reset, we could have someone redeem that request and work on that at some point as well. All right. So looking pretty good. That is one thing that I miss. So we primarily play Java. This world is vanilla Java on Realms, or vanilla Bedrock on Realms. Yeah. So almost exclusively Bedrock. We do have a copy of Java that we tinker around with. And I would appreciate having the tooltips, advanced tooltips to see the numbers of duration. Not duration, durability. Having a number durability to go along with the color would be nice. I like the color. I don't think it should go away. But for the more technical side, being able to see what our ratio is of durability, total durability versus what we have left would be nice. And I like the coordinates in Bedrock, but having that be a toggleable, like the debug screen for Java would be nice as well. Particularly for screenshots, I wouldn't have to go in and turn that on and off. Oh, and then holding a tool in the offhand to mend would be nice as well. So that we're not having to use durability and hope we gain enough back. Well, hopefully we get more 2 steps forward, 1 step back instead of going backwards. I mean, ultimately we do get the tools mended, but having a sword in one hand means that all the durability that does go to a tool or an offhand tool goes to mend that tool. And the sweeping edge is nice as well. But the scaffolding alone is enough to stick to Bedrock. The behavior is different enough and not what I would consider intuitive. All right. Oh yeah, we have to go up and see if our copper golem got created too. Yeah, maybe we'll stop at 30 minutes and just kind of walk around Inkwood for a little bit and kind of see how things are going. Not Inkwood, Overmorrow. All right, all right. Now we got a couple more minutes here. Is there? I don't think we have anything else running on our streaming PC, but the bitrate is. It says it's good, but our FPS is hanging around the 40, getting up to 50 a few times. So something's causing some render lag. Welcome in, go to bed. Interesting name. All right, all right. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, yeah. We need to get our. That reminds me. We need to get our journal out for the work we did on Planet Crafter on Substack. We have a couple entries there, but haven't got anything that we've been able to keep regular on. Is it? Okay. What is our time? Okay. I mean, we'll probably come back down here. Maybe we'll walk around Overmar a bit here in a minute. Then come back down here and kind of end the stream doing more tool mending. Because we're going to have to make note tomorrow before we get started to update our key bindings to make sure everything's back to the way we had it. At least we can move around so we won't get stuck in one spot with mobs around. But well, we do have an update to OBS too, so we might have to do some rebooting to make sure everything is in good shape. I don't think we have anything extra. Oh, we forgot to make the announcement on Blue Sky. Oops. We'll make a post announcement that we streamed and to look out for tomorrow. And feel free to spread the word if you happen to like our stream. Well, 30 minutes, so let's see if we can. We'll deal with those later. Don't need that. I don't need the dirt either. How did we get the dirt? Oh, so our escape key doesn't work either. Yeah, we can walk up. Oh, that's not a good idea because now we can't jump. What is C? Okay, so we'll just have to do this by hand. We'll have to figure that out tomorrow. I thought that was a good key combination, but not really. We can move the inventory though to our toggle button here. Okay. And this is Overmorrow, and then this is the north. So anything that isn't already there, we're not building anything to the north. So there might be villages or whatever might spawn in the north, but there won't be anything that we build. So effectively empty. Oh, let's go over here. We had some copper blocks. All right, so let's move this. Is that not what it takes? Okay. Okay, not what it is. Okay. So it's the chest that is on there. So how does this even work? So are they going to go around and now fill it with that? I don't know how that works actually. Scroll. Okay. Well, I know that part. Wait. Huh? And if we got the copper golem mechanics, because that is also new since in the last month. So I don't see it in there. I don't see it in there. So he's putting whatever we put in there somewhere else. Yep. So he's putting it in there. Okay. All right. So let's. Is he gonna rearrange these? So it doesn't look like he's doing much in there. So he's filling that up. Wonder what happens when it's empty. Does he rearrange stuff? I should really look up the copper golem again. Oop. Oh. Let's see, where are they at? Oh, did they burn up already? Oh, okay. Huh. Well, we can look it up, but how would we know from in-game? Can we figure out the behavior that he's engaging in? Okay. So he's taking the things out and putting them other places. I already know that. I don't need to be told again. Okay, 5, 6. Great. The tooltip can go away. I don't need the tooltip. Okay, I think that I would consider that a bug then, because if I change items, the tooltip should go away. And hitting escape and going back in should also make it go away. There we go. Okay, so he's looking in that one. He keeps looking in that one. Nothing looks like it's changing on that one. He's putting the meat in here. Okay. Oh, but we didn't check this. Is he putting anything in there? No, okay. Okay. Now what? So there's nothing in there. So he just doesn't do anything? Okay, so maybe... What if we put that in there, right? So if we don't... Oh. What's he going to do with this? So he threw something in here. Okay. Maybe we... So I think this is the case where, at least from what I'm gathering so far, this can be kind of the catch-all, but then you need a chest that has just that item in it that you want. And when they find it, then they'll add it to that. And yeah. Okay, so, but, well, we do have a lot of that stone, but I want to make it out of, or sandstone, but I want to make it out of stone because, well, I kind of want to coat all the walls in it. I might do it just kind of halfway so that it feels like falling down the wall. So the first half of the tunnel can be like cobblestone, so representing the kind of upper part of the wall. And the second half of the wall can be, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can be the ice that'll both cut down on the ice and hopefully give a better visual of what we want. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Great. And now we can just fill these in. Yeah. Great. Did we drop it? Oh, we dropped off our meat. Oh, yeah, because we were testing. Okay. All right, so let's go here. Oh, yeah, that's all cleared out nicely now. Okay. Oh, diorite. So all that extra diorite is here for filling out our wall. Dirt. Oh, yeah, we need the dirt because... oh, we have our elytra? Yeah, we have our elytra on. We can rocket. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Russ, for the like. Appreciate it. Yeah, this building over here with the ice is going to be our clerk's hall. Back in the distance there, that's out of render distance, is there it is a little bit. There's our ice farm way up there. This building is going to be a flower shop. Someone had requested to build that. Probably wait for them to come back before we finish that if we can. But yeah, we had to change some of our stream times and whatnot, and we're back to weekends. I was going to try for nights and weekends, but nights is going to be kind of tough, so it'll probably be special occasions we might do nights, but our regular schedule is going to be back to just weekends. And we need to come through and actually label these buildings. Put some signs down, some posts and whatnot. Oh, this was probably going to be a tool shop because I see shovels in there. So we need to figure out that. Oh, yeah, and these rays that are coming out should be dividing this more or less from, yeah. So if you went to 0, 0, this would be what that's dividing. So Overmorrow here is divided, is 180 degrees. And since it's, and every 18 degrees is a new region, or yeah, a new region. I forget what we call it. Region, territory, whatever you want to call it. Sovereignty, something like that. But anyway, yeah, so every 18 degrees is a new sovereignty. And that starts here at Overmorrow. So within the city, there would be lots of trades, but you would see, rather than having kind of traditional districts in the city. These would be, I guess, more specialized. So roughly, the things with district district 1, district 2, and so on to district 10. So I don't know what we would have all of them specialize in. Maybe they would specialize in one thing and still kind of have everything else. So you could have more than one tool shop. Maybe one, we could say, like, specializes in metal, but then other districts might specialize in turning that metal into tools or something like that. So I haven't quite figured out all of the historical lore of the area yet, but that's loosely what we're going for. Or the areas within the city are kind of symbolic, and then the districts can kind of specialize in their own thing. But in the city, it's more symbolic, and we could lay it out more traditionally. I don't know. We haven't built up enough of that we're really locked into anything just yet. Kind of laying out things, because we still have some of our watchtowers here for the purposes of just seeing what our build looks like. So things like this will probably come down, or maybe we can turn it into like a decorative guard tower or something. But yeah, this building here is our creeper farm, so we get our TNT from there. That's Adventurer's Gate. And what did we want to do over here? Ooh, our audio's getting choppy, so we're probably going to cut it here in a minute. We hit our 45-minute mark. I was hoping to get to an hour, but the audio's getting choppy. So we'll just recap some of this stuff over here too. So the reason we still have floating things like this is anything that was kind of an artifact of the old terrain generation that was kind of odd, we're keeping. So we have our floating sand there, floating sand there. So these kind of floating objects that weren't things that I placed while we were clearing this down. Because all of this was sand dunes, probably twice as high as what you can see in the back there. So not as big as the ice mountains from earlier, but good size. So it took us 2 months, give or take, to clear out this area, all the sand here, and replace it with the dirt. But that's why we have these artifacts here, and we're going to try to. We might enclose those inside buildings just to preserve them, if at all possible. We'll try to work them into the story. Maybe some of them could be like part of magic shops. Some of them, we could build something that attaches to it, and it's just a kind of balancing rock or something. But we'll figure that out. But that's why we have these artifacts. Yeah, so we built this tower here, which goes up to the current build height of 320. The tower that's on this side, which hopefully comes into view. Yeah, so this tower that's starting to come into view, yeah, still a little dark. Be easier to see when the sun comes out. Yeah. This one goes up to 256. So the tower on either side of the gate kind of represent the different build heights progressions of Minecraft. So this was the very first thing we built in this world, probably 6 years ago, give or take. And then decided that we wanted to do something different, but we left the tower here. We kind of abandoned it and then ended up going towards the Garden Temple and spent a lot of time there, and then started working a lot, and now they're working on Haven's End. And then decided that after a couple times where the game glitched out and died in the Nether, so we got teleported into we got teleported into the Nether coordinates in the overworld, where we didn't have anything infrastructure to help us, so it made it difficult getting back to where we were. That led us to build Overmorrow here, which is why we have that gate there. So that's at one corner of Haven's End. So when we would start back at World Spawn, we could get back to the Nether quickly and not have to navigate the 2,000 blocks. Well, almost 3,000 blocks to the garden temple to get back. So both practical and kind of added to the story. Oh, we have some husk on camels. So let's get away from here. But that's why we have that. Or that's why that tower's there, and a little history of how Overmorrow here came to be. And then because of that, to make it more symmetrical, we decided to build the other tower on the other side, but have it be taller to the world height. And then we'll come up with a backstory for this. So some kind of conflict or something led to this one losing some of its height. So we'll probably create a little destruction at the top to make it look like it was damaged and used to be as tall as the other one. But that is the state of things. And we're at 50 minutes and the audio is getting a little choppy. So I think we're going to yeah. So we're just gonna leave it here. I think we're in a safe enough spot. I don't see any risk of sending out here. So with this, thank you everyone for all of the likes and follows. Much appreciated. We're trying to get back into the swing of things. Today's kind of a bonus stream. Our usual schedule is going to be streaming on Saturdays and Sundays, probably in the late afternoon into the evening on Saturday. Keep an eye out on Blue Sky for that. And likely mornings on Sunday, but again, keep an eye out on Blue Sky for our schedule. So you can follow all of our projects and find out all of our information and our social medias on Linktree. So Linktree/MindTripMedia. That will have links to our TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, where we stream. It'll have links to our Blue Sky, where you can find our streaming times. And you can also find our GitLab there, where we post our world download every 6 months. And if you like our stream, feel free to follow wherever you're watching. And if you really like it, feel free to share it out and help us build our stream. With that, we will see you sometime tomorrow. And we'll probably start taking some of our materials into the Nether and working on our tunnel to the Inkwood Library and make that kind of our next project for the foreseeable future to get that going and go from there. Have a good rest of your Friday, and we will see you tomorrow. Okay. Save and quit. Wait, testing. Did that not go through? You shouldn't see anything or hear anything. Well, that's too much.